Hi everyone. Today in this video I want to show you how to make these really easy rings. And the reason I called them peace rings is because they just look so peaceful and they're not bulky or big. They're very, very easy to make and they're actually really cute. So you can wear them on with this stretchy cord. You can wear them on any finger. You can make a group of them and wear them together. I'm going to make another one in the larger size so you can see how pretty it is. This one was made in the much smaller stones and the smaller rondelles, but you can make this with whatever stones you have, whatever you like. These are made with the red rondelles and with the white opal 6mm Swarovski, and this one is made with the 4mm rondelle and 4mm Swarovski bicones. And I just use, you can use any beads you want, and what I liked about this ring is it just rolls on. It rolls on and it stays. It's really cute. And that's why it's peaceful, because it's not busy and it's not bulky and big, and I'm not a big fan of big, huge, bulky rings. I know I've made a few in the past, but that's nor here nor there. I don't wear them. and besides, when I go to work, I don't wear much jewelry at all because it gets damaged from my job. So for this, you're going to need 4 rondelles of whatever size. These are 6mm, of course, and these are 6mm Swarovski crystals, and I'm using 3mm silver plated beads. That's all I'm using for the ring base. Now you can use fire polish in here. It will actually look really nice with fire polish because fire polish is smooth and it goes on the finger. It wears on your finger very smoothly. As a bicone, I don't think I would put bicones all the way around because bicones have like that little sharp edge and it would really bother your finger. So maybe I'll get some 3mm fire polish and see how it looks with 3mm fire polish. So let me just grab a couple of things here and let's pick a color. Since we're going to use purple, maybe I'll just stick with the light purple or the dark purple. This one's amethyst. Let's use amethyst. Alright, and you're also going to need some stretch cord, and I'm using 0.5mm, and this is John Bead Corp, and it's a Canadian company, so I'm pretty sure you can get this in the States. Probably anywhere. And you ain't going to need much of this, and you will need a little bit of super new glue or nail polish. You know me, I've always used nail polish in the past, but I can't find my clear nail polish. Since I moved up into my new room, I don't know where my clear nail polish is. So that's pretty sad. Anyway, let's get started. So go ahead and cut yourself. You don't need to waste a whole bunch of this. It's just for your ring size. So I'm just going to cut like 4 inches. Enough to tie it and string the beads on with it. Okay? And we're going to put these aside and we're going to dump out some 3mm fire polish, which are so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is going to be gorgeous. And the rondelles I'm using here are Swarovskis, and they're the Crystal AB. So they would go with any color you choose. So I'm starting off with my little piece of stretch magic, and the first thing you want to string on is your middle beads. So it's going to be a rondelle, and I'm using 2 colors here. I'm using this amethyst opal or purple opal or some kind of color purple, and my 6mm and a rondelle. And now I'm going to put the dark amethyst one in the middle. Bet you that's going to be pretty. And another rondelle. And my last 6mm. and my last rondelle. So this is what we have strung in the middle. Isn't that beautiful? Love those colors. All right, so now you're going to go and string on as many fire polish as your ring finger size will be. You're going to have to keep trying it on, that's of course. And you're going to put some on this side and some on the other side. And it doesn't really matter where you tie your knot because it doesn't have to be right exactly in the middle. Just be careful you don't drop all your beads off here because you're going to be restringing them and you're not going to like that. Oh, look at that. I picked up two. Imagine that. So I'm going to go over here now and I'm going to string somewhere on here and then I'll just gradually add them until I'm comfortable with the size. And one good thing is don't make these rings really tight. Then again, you know, your bicones won't be touching your finger really because the rondelles are definitely going to prevent them from hurting your finger. So that's what I liked about this one too. See, the rondelles, you know, it's so pretty. I absolutely love this ring. Here, I'll put it on this thing. Oh, the pink one's really gorgeous. But I like purple. So I'm just gonna keep stringing here. Actually, I'm gonna make this one in the middle, and then I'm gonna put another one on this side. I'll put the purple one on so you guys can see it. You can make a whole bunch of these in no time flat. Super fast, super quick, and super cute. Super cute like you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Alright, so all you do is put it together like this, kind of squeeze it, and put it on your finger to see where it's most comfortable. And that's still not enough beads. Oh shit. See? Wow. See, I just finished telling you guys not to do this. Wow. It just slipped out of my hand, that's all. So here I am restringing. Pretty sure you guys will be doing this too. Darn it. They all fell off. And now they're falling off this end. Okay. I cut this too short with my fat stubby fingers here. I'm just going to hold this one in my hand and keep holding it till I get all my beads strung on now. Silly me. No. I'll put a couple more in. See how this looks. Check it out. Alright. I probably shouldn't have cut it this short. And that looks like it would fit my thumb. That looks pretty big. So let me take another bead off. Make my ends even. And that still feels... Look at how pretty. Oops. See how gorgeous? Looks really nice with the fire polish. But let me just tie this off now. Without spilling it. So usually when you use Stretch Magic, it's a good habit to get into tying a box knot or a square knot, whatever you guys want to call it. And that is right over left. So you do it this way. Okay. And then left over right. So you put the left one over top of the right one. Like that. And squish and tie. So what I like to do is pull this out, tighten that knot in there like this, and tighten it there. And then, let me get these off. Let me get a little dab of glue before we tie our final knot. stretch it out, put a teeny tiny drop of glue. You don't need a lot. And then tie a final knot and do it quick, because this stuff dries incredibly fast and it's all over my fingers now. There we go. And hold that there for a second so we know this knot's not going to come undone on us. And that's what you want to prevent it from doing. Okay, and it's probably not going to fit inside these beads. Oops. Which is okay. It's just a simple little knot. You can even tie it up here and hide it up there if you want, but I'm okay with it there. Alright, so let's check this. Simple, easy ring out. Look at this. How fast. You can whip up like 100 of these. And you can have one for each finger, you know, if you want. And it just rolls on really nice. It's just a simple, easy ring. I know it's no biggie, but hey. Maybe I'll wear a ring on each finger. Look at that. Beautiful. Put my lid back on this. So the possibilities for this are absolutely endless. And now you can go ahead and snip your threads off, because I'm pretty sure the glue is dried. Because that glue dries super fast. And that's it. You got a little tiny knot right there, but who's going to see that? You don't see my other ones, and they didn't go inside the bead either. I just like to tie 3 knots, and 3 knots will cause it to be a little bit more of a bulkier knot, which is fine. So there you have it. There is your smexy ring. Like I said, they're very peaceful because they're not gaudy and big and bulky, and they don't get in your way. Actually, these rondelles are 7 millimeters. These are bigger than those ones, and these are 6, these are 4, and these are 7. As you can see, it's a little wee bit bigger in this one, but they're the same size bicones. Again, use whatever you have on hand, whatever you like. Use whatever you like for your band. I wouldn't use bicones. So I would get away from using that. You can even use 3 millimeter pearls. You can use 4 millimeter pearls. You can use anything. The possibilities, I said, are endless. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you make yourself a couple of these peace rings. They're just peaceful. That's what they are, peaceful rings. And I'll see you soon on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up. Bye, everyone.